non c'eri per niente e restavo il tipo sbagliato.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci tocca.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, they've been playing at a high level. They've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And All-Star Weekend approaching, always a big stage, but how desirable is it today for players to be in a big market? Kenny, do you think that aspect is important as it used to be?
No. When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team, they're about 29th market. You know, San Antonio Spurs win the NBA champion, small market team, below 30 in terms of U.S. cities. So no, you just have to have guys want to be on good teams, great teams. That's more memorable than being in a place that has late night dining.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Kenny, but the big markets still have an attraction. Bright lights and that star power can help boost your profile and earning potential as a player.
How about Kevin Durant, OKC?
No question.
Yeah, I mean,
they've been to the NBA
example.
Finals. No question. Another example. It doesn't hurt, man. If you have a great team, people know who you are.
Late night dining, huh? That's the barometer of big city.
Yeah,
late night
dining. Say, hey, go to Sacramento. See what time you can get a meal.
Hopefully this game a feast for the viewers as we turn it over to Kevin Harlan.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Magic make a quick stop here in front of their Orlando fans just one game before heading out. Last meeting was in Boston where they were unable to fight off the Celtics. And so with that loss, that gives each team one win apiece in this series. Both teams want this one badly.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg. That night, they got up their own head. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
All fueled up and ready by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Sillinger in at the 5. Oladipo, the pass to Payton. Outside Gordon. Go right side. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back. About a minute into the first quarter. And Oladipo, after a solid rookie, really took it up a notch last season, even after the first 9 games with that.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. And I like his work ethic and his confidence.
Here's Thomas. The Magic getting the... Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Harris. Now here's Payton. Defended by Crowder. Picked by Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harris. No luck. Now Boston takes it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for him. You know, it's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
Thomas, no luck.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Oladipo right side. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Hands it from downtown.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off. So why not?
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first to stop the run. And he hits the jump shot. Payton with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston. Oladipo outside. Launches a three. No good. And it's Boston the other way. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to speak with Scott Skiles for just a moment. With both the win and the loss against this team this season, Coach told me that the one key he wants his team to keep in mind is to play loose on the offensive end. He said, in our loss, we were much too static, and we overthought everything on the offensive end each trip down. I just want them to play a little bit more free. Let's see if the extra freedom is the key to their success, guys.
Okay, Doris, thanks. So they'll be focusing first and foremost on their offense today, guys.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm sure they're not going to ignore their duties at the defensive end, but getting their offense rolling has to be a main concern.
And I think that's exactly the focus. I mean, if they operate as efficiently as they're capable of, defense really won't be as much of an issue because they'll have so many points on the board.
So it's Orlando now after the basket by Boston. Out to Harris. Plenty of space. Crowder pulls it in.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
In the corner, Bradley with it. Fires from deep. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Bradley's got 5 now.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And, not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
And the basket by Napier.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Thomas kicks to Urepko. No one near Turner as he lets it go. No good from outside.
Looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
So for the Magic, Fry comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Azania in for Tobias Harris. And stolen by Napier. There's Azania to the wing right side. Screen by Smith. Good, nice play there from Napier. Napier's got 5 points so far.
When you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
Here are the Magic now, after Isaiah Thomas made that last three-pointer. Here's Fournier. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Clock at 6 from about 16. A rebound by the Celtics.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
And it's the Magic with the ball. after Marcus Smart missing on that last three-pointer. And it's Napier missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Bart with the boost in minutes, confidence, coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
Here's Olynyk following the bucket by Orlando.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Screen by Smith. And Fry kicks to Napier. And the three ball is good. Napier's got a couple of threes now in the first for Orlando.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
That is good.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And here's Fry for three. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the right side. Here's Azania. Misses the three. And here's Smart coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Here's Napier. Three-pointer. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. It's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Orlando trailing here. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Payton is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Vucevic in at center. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Now here's Vucevic. 14 points from him the last game against the Celtics in Boston. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harris. He squares up and sinks it. Harris has got it all tied up now for the Magic. The Celtics shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Celtics passing it around. Crowder off target from outside. Harris against Bradley. Payton dishes to Harris. Picked by Vucevic. On the way, Harris. Defended by Crowder. Clock at 6. 13 feet away. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for Tobias Harris, a resurgence of sorts last season, Clark, especially from behind the arc, where he shot a career high, 36%.
You know, he'd only hit 25% from 3 the year before, Kevin. So, yeah, monster improvement in accuracy from long range.
And getting back to Harris, there's just so much to like about his game. He lives in the gym, has a tremendous feel for the game, and he knows how to maximize his production within those athletic limitations.
You know, the thing about Harris is he's a combo forward, extremely versatile. At 6'8", he struggles with size against the better power forward, and he lacks the athleticism of the better small forward. So to get the most out of him, you have to put him in the right matchups.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Fournier. Payton kicks to Gordon. There's the dish to Oladipo. Harris outside. Passes it to Payton. Picked by Vucevic. For 3. Second chance shot. It's blocked. But they'll get another chance. They grabbed their own miss.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Bradley, no one around him. Drains the three-pointer. Bradley's got 8.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Payton outside. Pass to Oladipo. Feeds to Gordon. Oladipo outside. And the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. The Celtics with the lead. Smart kicks to Crowder. And stolen by Harris. And now Orlando on the break. Shot misses. And the Celtics going the other way now. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now, here's Oladipo. 6 points for him. And it's Vucevic missing. Now the feed to Crowder. Here's the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
May have been the worst effort you'll see from them all season long. Even for a game they weren't supposed to win, it should not have been that bad.
Against a lesser team, that performance wouldn't have been good enough. But play that way against a good team, and you end up with an ugly result that they had.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Payton passes to Oladipo. Picked by Vucevic. Harris kicks to Vucevic. The pass to Harris. Got a piece of it.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Shot by Crowder, no good. The Magic trail by 4. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
You know, no time wasted getting that ball up the floor for the uncontested finish.
Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Olynyk, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Turner comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Marcus Smart. Payton kicks to Oladipo. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. 10 points for Victor Oladipo.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
Now here's Payton. They get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Turner. Here's Thomas. The shot no good. Great D that time from Vucevic.
And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep.
Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Now a timeout called by Orlando. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Here's Napier. He's guarded by Thomas. Napier passes to Hazania. Smith with a screen on Turner. 4 on the clock. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Napier.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Back to Thomas. And Turner kicks to Thomas. Here's Crowder. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And watching Evan Fournier, he's an intriguing two-guard prospect. Saw his minutes, Greg, spike last season after getting traded at the deadline.
Yeah, he finally had the chance to get in and prove himself. Had a few strong outings in the second half of last year.
Boy, I like the height that Evan Fournier has as a two-guard. I mean, he doesn't have the lateral quickness that you'd like to see in that position. But as he gains strength, I think he should at least be capable and competent on the defensive end.
There's Azania. Now here's Crowder. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Orlando. There's the pick from deep, Thomas. And again, Boston with the triple.
And back to Fournier, his real upside is on offense. Streaky three-point shooter, a crafty ball handler, and good vision from a passing standpoint. He just needs time on the floor and to continue to keep developing.
And here's Smith. After Isaiah Thomas made that last three-pointer. The shot's good from Fournier.
A gutsy shot to come right back at him with the 3 of his own.
Well, we've seen it before. He doesn't have any problem trading shots with anybody.
Pass to Crowder. He dishes it to Turner. And Olynyk kicks to Turner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's the Celtics up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, their playmakers were in top form tonight. They showed great court vision and great ball movement. That's why they had so many assists. It's much easier to defend guys who don't want to pass the basketball.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, how about that contribution they got from the bench? Nice. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. I would be surprised to see him dig a little deeper into that bench. Some games you just got to go with the lineups that are working and just improvise, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
Beginning, both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Looking at the game for Crowder, he has 14 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. And it's Sullinger in at the 5 spot. Celtics leading by 4. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Thomas got the first basket of the second half here for the Celtics. Magic shooting for the game at 42%. They set the pick. Harris kicks to Payton. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Payton's got his second bucket.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Now, here's Thomas. 8 points for him. Dishes it to Bradley. To the middle. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Bradley. And that's now 10 points for Isaiah Thomas.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Kicks to Crowder. He feeds it to Thomas. Johnson goes in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. Here's Harris. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the 3-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 10. Johnson the screen. In the corner, Bradley with it. It's stolen by Oladipo. Vucevic dishes to Oladipo. Harris against Bradley. Now here is Harris. Defense right on him. And that one comes up a bit short. Celtics have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And stolen by Gordon. Orlando's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Harris misses.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Got a hand on it.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Oladipo, the pass to Gordon. And Vucevic kicks to Payton for the tie. And Gordon with the lay-in. Good. Gordon's got the game tied up here for Orlando.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be. That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you
they can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
You have to give help. And of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Austin making some changes. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Marcus Smart has subbed in for Thomas. Picked by Vucevic. And Oladipo kicks to Payton. And they double up Payton. Bradley against Oladipo. 5 to shoot, and it's Vucevic in the corner. A 15-footer. Nice jump shot. Good.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Now now. Here's Smart. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Johnson right side. And stolen by Gordon. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That's his first foul. And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Olenek is checked in for Jared Sullinger. The dish to Vucevic. He kicks to Fournier. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
That's checked in for the Magic. Turner off target with his 3.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
So for the Magic, Hezonja, he's checked in for Vucevic, and it's Napier in for Elfrid Payton. And a change for the Celtics. Jerebko's checked in for Amir Johnson. Here's Fournier. He has 6. Shoots from the baseline. It's deflected out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Napier passes to Hezonja. 6 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
And it's the Magic's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Smart. Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Here's Fournier, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And with Hezonja, it is all about what he might do in the future. He has great athleticism, very good size at his position, and already has great skill in terms of scoring the basketball.
Channing Frye's checked in for Tobias Harris.
What I like most about Hezonja is how much he believes in his own ability. He has tremendous confidence. Before the draft, he said he felt he should be the first pick overall. That's confidence, folks.
Here's Fournier. He has 6. Lets a floater go.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really like. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
Austin's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Olenek. And Smart now atop the key. Turner fires. Busted. No good that time either.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from 3 was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjust to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Pass to Olynyk. From outside the arc. That one goes. Count it. Olynyk's got himself on the board with 3 there. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Greg, he's enjoying every second of it, Mark.
Yeah. Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Checking out the game Shabazz Napier is having. He's got 13 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jerebko can't get it to go.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the basket.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. Being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
And one thing about Nikola Vucevic, he owns the boards. Posted a top 10 double-digit average in each of the past 3 seasons. Plus, he's equally adept on both the offensive and defensive play.
Smart misses.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Celtics trail by 5. Outside Thomas. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain.
Boston making a switch here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Seven seconds left in the third. A wide open look here for Vucevic. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Magic lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Payton in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now here's Crowder. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Smart dishes to Sullinger. It's tipped. It's stolen by Harris. Payton drives in. Stolen by Smart. The shot by Sullinger. Wide open. It's hauled in by Gordon. Orlando leading. Payton with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Here's Vucevic. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 6 assists in the game.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Now here's Thomas. It's Sullinger with the drive. It's stolen by Oladipo. Feeds it to Vucevic. Puts it up from 12. Rebounded by the Celtics. Johnson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Nice ball movement by Boston. There's Thomas with the 3.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down.
Payton against Thomas. Payton drives in and stolen by Thomas. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And a nice soft touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle a touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Yeah, but how about the fight there prior to that ball being available? That's what I like and what you need to really focus on when they have plays like that. And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team as this game approaches its finale. The outcome's still undecided. He told them, we're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win. Guys?
You were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns. In their first meeting, he took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared them down as he was hitting shots, looked at that bench. Man, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go. Vucevic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Bradley, that one falls. He's coming off the Johnson feed. And that's 15 points for Avery Bradley. Magic have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. He had stolen by Sullinger. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Payton kicks to Oladipo. Vucevic the pass to Oladipo. And they get it. And Jared Sullinger pulls it down. Sullinger's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Over in the corner, Turner. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Payton dishes to Vucevic. Vucevic setting the pick for Oladipo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Johnson outside. At the elbow, it's Bradley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Orlando's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Harris kicks to Payton. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league. And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in this game. He has the build to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
Fournier's checked in for Oladipo. Now here's Thomas. And Sullinger kicks to Johnson. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Bradley passes to Thomas. It's deflected. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. It's hauled in by Thomas. Boston's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Now here's Payton. And there's the feed to Fournier. A 3. And Evan Turner pulls it down. Celtics have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Bradley can't get it to go.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Payton against Bradley. Here's Harris. Bank shot. No good.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Outside Turner. Sullinger outside. They need this one. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Clutch free throws there, fellas. This one's a barn burner. Tight as me in an airport lavatory.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Harris kicks to Payton. Vucevic against Sullinger. He gets stolen by Sullinger. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. Here's Bradley. Drops the inside leaner. Bradley's got 11 here in this quarter alone. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Crowder, he's checked in for Turner. Harris kicks to Payton. Magic moving the ball around. Oh, that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And it's 13 points for Vucevic. The Celtics have gone 7-13 from the field here in the fourth. Sullinger, the screen. Outer dishes to Thomas. It's Bradley on the wing. Back to Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
What you know about Sade? Smooth operator. I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Here's Bradley. Orlando grabs the miss. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gordon with it. Now Thomas defending. Payton kicks to Vucevic. Can't cash in. To the inside. Oh! Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
And there's the pass to Harris. The 3. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Avery Bradley. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it, I didn't see this kind of performance come from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turn around this quickly, it's a nice surprise. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays, and making it look easy.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.